Mm-hmm. 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 Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day.
I'm legitimately getting noisier, like as I age. You know?
Oh, yeah, man. I mean,
It annoys me though, because I'll do it when I don't realize I'm doing it. You know, like I'll be with someone and someone will be like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" You know?
Yeah.
And they're like, "You were just like crying, basically." You know, just because I'm noisy, I'm just like, "Ugh."
It's funny. Like, I'm a dramatic person. Like, I'm not.
Yeah, me too.
But like, it's for
That's
funny,
the artist
for
in us.
effect. Though.
Oh well, so me too a little.
It's
I was gonna say
usually
that.
for comedic
I'm
effect.
kind of maybe it started as like a troll, or like if I feel it a little, I'll go extra.
Right.
That's your type of troll, you mean?
Kinda. Like,
Yeah.
I just.
Because I feel it. It's not a complete troll on my
I'm not
part.
like serious
like,
when I'm like bitching about
I'm
the
just so
world
extra.
that I can't fix. Like I'm trying to laugh at it more so. It's just coming out in this. I don't know. Yeah. I lost my train. Dog.
Yeah, and we're back, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is coming along, dude. Things are
Yeah.
coming
Hopefully
along.
it looks better than last week. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
the
we'll
quality.
see.
Quality got a little. Fucked
I don't know
up
what
last
happened.
week.
I assume
Growing pains, baby.
you had like a Zoom happening, and it gave us digital effects, as they call them. I don't know.
Yeah, you would blame me.
I don't know.
Sounds right. Like
It
the
was
can
on
thing
yours.
all over again.
My face came out clear. That's all. I
It
mean, I
did.
don't know how that happened.
It did. It looks good though. Like as clear as your,
Well,
in the little thing, clearer than the main thing.
It kind of weird, but yeah.
Well, we're trying something different.
I
Sykes.
found I look better in black and white.
Yeah.
Whatever's happening, like skin tone wise,
I look better blurry.
Blurry. Yeah.
The less clear the video
I
is,
look,
Mike, the
I look
better
good in
I
the
look.
dark. I look beautiful in the dark.
Right.
Yeah.
Pull that mic closer to you, Mike.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, why
It's
not?
probably fine. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. I just feel like,
I'm just worried I'm gonna breathe into it, cause like,
Oh,
yeah, if you let your air go into it, you'll hear that.
I got you.
But I don't know.
You're not a heavy breather.
I try not to be, but
I put on Facebook if somebody knows somebody interesting that should be on the podcast, someone tagged you. Did you see?
oh no, you did tag me?
No, I didn't. Someone tagged you as the person I should talk to.
Oh no, I did not see that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
well,
Brandy.
who?
Brandy.
Oh. She don't want to hear what I have to say.
How do you know?
Because I don't have anything interesting, or I don't want anyone to hear how uninteresting I am. How about that?
Okay, fair. Well, I think
That's a better.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
I'm a reactive person. Like I need to hear some material, and then I can like talk on it. Like to
Right.
just like summon some shit out of nowhere, dude.
Well, what's been going on with you? How you been feeling?
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Good.
overall, I have no complaints. Work's fine.
Fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I
Yeah.
mean, it's work.
I feel like
It's-
most jobs suck.
It's
Every
easy.
job I've ever had sucked.
It's super easy. I went and looked at jobs, and there just aren't that many good paying things for me out there right now. So, I don't know. It's fine. I need to get out of this state.
It's
The
fine.
state's too expensive to have, as little skills as I have.
I see. I think that you're underestimating the head on your shoulders. It's simply in the fact that, like, if you got into trades that I've been in, right? I think that just with a really good head on your shoulders and a good work ethic, it's like 80% of the battle.
That's fair.
The knowledge of it comes secondary. If you're know how to use tools, which you do, and you have a good head on your shoulders, there's nothing, dude. Yeah, I just feel like, you would accept. I feel like maybe it's not you don't have the exact experience and skill set for a trade, but if you put your mind to whatever, dude, I think you can do it. I think you're underestimating how valuable that is. I've worked with some fucking dumb people.
I mean, I hear it.
Sometimes I look around, dude, and I'm like, I don't know how these people are remembering to breathe and walk at the same time. And I just feel like you're good at breathing and
Listen,
walking.
I outwork 90% of the people around me. I do.
Sure.
But that doesn't necessarily matter. It just doesn't. All that
I
means
disagree.
is that, well, no, I mean, it matters in a way, sure. But in reality, it's not oh, he's working 90% more than that guy. He's going to let's pay him 90% more.
Not at that place.
Doesn't work.
Well, you
know
got to
what I mean?
move. You got to
Well,
leave.
sure,
That's the whole thing
sure.
about trades and labor like that work. There's the only way to really, and I hate to say this, but I mean, the only way to really get what you're worth is to move every few
For
years.
sure.
It's just because companies have you. And we're not just constantly look, the everything's up. They already got you.
Mhm.
And if you were to get hired on today, they'd probably be paying you more. You know what I mean? Than if they kept you. So yeah, it's tough, but it's higher ability. Like your work ethic, lends itself to higher ability.
Absolutely. And I mean, the people that I work directly under, like, I'm pretty sure they would, if I use the reference, they'd be like, yeah, dude, he came to work every day. He did his 40 hours. He worked harder than most of the people.
Yeah.
He didn't give any overtime, but he didn't give any overtime because, like, there wasn't, you guys didn't
overtime.
make it, like, worth my time to do overtime.
Yeah, well, I
You know
don't
what
think
mean?
that's a mark against you.
It shouldn't be, but this place is weird.
Oh, at this place it might be. I just mean like the next place.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
I mean, as far as higher ability, even if you didn't have the reference, bro, I feel like, I don't know, if someone came in and they wanted to work for me and they were like, look, I outwork 90% of the people I'm with. I don't have the exact skill set of this thing, right? But I'm a fast learner. I have a good head on my shoulders, and I'm a worker, and I'll show you, right? I just feel like I'd be like, all right, show me. You know what I mean? Like, it would be worth a shot to me. I just feel like people don't come in that brazenly. Maybe they do, but then you just fire them right away.
That's the thing. Like, we have had people come in brazenly, like acting as if they have these skills or whatever, and then we get them in there in these different. I mean, we've had a painter, we've had a couple of different people to come in, a couple metal guys. Like, it's just like they lied. Like, and it's the thing. Like,
but you wouldn't be.
I wouldn't be, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know what my problem is.
And there's something really honest about saying, like, look, I don't have this or I don't have whatever on my resume, but like, I know what I'm worth, even learning, and I believe that it would be a good fit and I can show you guys. I don't know. I just feel like, don't sell yourself short.
That's fair. Well, that's what I do. It's kind of my MO. It's what I've always done.
It's kind of my thing. I'm a short seller.
I mean, it's also part of like how I keep myself motivated. Like, I mean, if I let myself get into the ego that I do have, like, about some things, I'd be a rotten person. Probably,
there is a fine line of like self-worth and ego, though, right? That is tough, but I do think that it's. I don't know. I read a book once, right? Because that's why I don't know anything. I just read a book once, and it was talking about how we think that we need to motivate through, cutting down or guilt or shame or all those things. But they say that you can actually motivate better from like a place if the motivation is coming from somewhere loving rather than like a dictator in you, that you can, they say, even be more motivated, But I also I think everyone does, like a little bit of some negative self-talk, like, get off the couch, you lazy piece of shit. Yeah, like, that's what I tell myself sometimes.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, shame, I think, is a good thing. Like,
yeah.
To a point. Like, obviously, don't fucking dwell on shit or whatever, but like, I don't know. I think prison is like a form of shame. Like, that's what we use to fucking make people not do the thing anymore. Like, we shame kids so that they don't.
Well, prison doesn't work to make people not do things, really.
I mean, it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
though,
I think
right?
it's more of a punishment, though. That's one of my arguments against it.
But I mean, there's a whole bunch of stigmas that are shame-inducing or whatever.
Sure.
So, like, I don't know. I just still kind of put it like, whatever. Tell a kid he's like, don't pick your nose, and like you fucking, what do you shame him, like, in a way, like, what do you do?
I guess it's just
just like, hey man, people are gonna think that's gross.
Yeah.
I mean, you can try to reason with them.
There's a fine
for sure,
word. I guess there's a fine line of what is the shame, rather than bringing it to their attention.
Some kind of edge to it, just so people aren't gonna like you anymore. That's still part of, like, I'm shaming. In a way, I guess, just not using direct words that are shaming him, but being like, dude, keep that up, and no one's gonna talk to you. You'll never go to prom. Like, I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm a great human being. I'm just bad, like, member of society. I feel like that's. I'm not good at like what we've set up for ourselves here, but like as a human being, dude, top notch.
Well, I know. Yeah, it would be nice if society was set up in such a way that, like, I don't know, we got a metaphorical cookie for that, right? Like, to be a good man, to be a good person, to be a good human. Like, we don't really, society don't give a fuck. No. The success doesn't matter. Obviously your relationships matter, the people around you, which is like, you could argue ultimately the most important. But it would just be nice if society's like, this guy shows up when he says he's going to, right? He's there for people. He does this, he does that. He doesn't steal. He doesn't litter. He doesn't. There should be like a cut on my taxes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Give me some
for
incentive.
Sure.
I'm like being a good person for no fucking reason. And I'm sick and tired of it.
No, for sure. Like, your car insurance is supposed to go down as you get older because you get more responsible or whatever. Like, yeah, I feel like that's, if you can prove year over year, dude. I mean,
but yes, I agree. Yeah, your taxes should be lowered because it's like, you're a good person.
something. Get something back. Come on. Like,
Dude, my
otherwise,
friend-
what's our incentive to be good?
Yeah.
If we're doing it for ourselves.
Yes,
Some of us
I
are.
feel better being good. I've noticed.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
And so it's
I don't
selfish
know.
of me. So that's what I'm saying. It's
That's
like,
a fair point.
yeah, it's like I'm doing it so I feel better. Not, I mean, yes, I do think it's also the thing we I hate the word should, but I think it's something that we could do, and it wouldn't be harmful to others. If anything, it would be helpful on occasion to others, right? But I feel like I'm doing it to feel good because I'll do something that's, not being a good human being, and I can do it fine. In fact, while I'm in the moment, I'll be terrible, but it's after that I'll feel it.
Mhm.
That night it's cliche as it is. I'll be in bed like, God damn it, I'll be laying down later like I could have done that differently or whatever. So it don't feel right. It's the only reason I'm doing it. But it would be nice to get a little tax break.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. This is Trump's America
sure,
now. We're straight white males. We should be getting checks any day.
Oh, God damn it.
We should be getting checks any day. We're straight-ish white males.
Dude, I didn't get any stimulus checks. I feel like
What do you mean?
I want more. I did not collect anything from the the fucking.
Why?
I looked into it and like I wasn't.
What do you
I don't know,
mean?
dude. I didn't get
don't think I've
anything.
heard anyone say that.
I know. I feel like I'm the
They
only
know
one.
how bad
dude.
of a member of
I know.
society you are. They said,
There you go.
he's a good
There we
person,
go, dude.
but he ain't
But
going to
he
make
ain't
a fuss.
getting
We're
this.
not
He ain't
giving him
getting
the money.
That $2,000 or whatever it was, he ain't getting it. Yeah, I just want that marked on my permanent record that I
If
did
someone
not
owes you.
that I did not collect. Oh, that or just like just when we're all being judged later, like I just want to like just a tiny bit of
By God at the pearly
whoever.
gates.
I mean,
Whoever does the judging.
whatever, dude.
Whoever's doing it. How old are you?
36.
You feel it?
No, not really.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm tight, like in my hips and like lower back
right,
or
but you
whatever.
don't feel it here.
But nah, dude, I look at my peers and I'm just like, damn, man, I got lucky. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
Or like I got so unlucky that it became lucky. Like I got trauma in the right ways that just I don't know. Now I've just
Your storm of trauma.
I don't
Yeah.
know, dude.
right,
It's not
right.
even real trauma. Don't
Stop that.
Yeah, it's okay. Here we go.
Stop that.
Yeah, it's probably fair.
You don't have to
But
do
listen,
that.
dude. But that's how I work. Like
It is real trauma, and to give yourself the honest appraisal of what that was to your system at the time, no matter how bad it actually was, right? Trauma
Fair.
is how you respond, not what happened.
Sure.
And it's like, I don't know, to give yourself a fair shake at that doesn't demean anything. It doesn't take away anything. I don't see what the danger is in you going and in you not hitting that disclaimer. That's all. Dude, my friend came up to me recently and he's like, I feel like it's messed up how people will like get on guys for like he's like, that's like for a midlife crisis, right? Because I'm like 35, I'm like halfway to 70 is what I said to him, and he's like, you having a midlife crisis? And I'm like, I'm just permanent crisis mode,
Yeah,
there's an
sure.
all during life crisis for me. But he was like, I don't know, I think it's kind of messed up how people will kind of demonize that or like talk bad about it. And he's like, if a guy wants to buy a Porsche, it's not even that he's having a midlife crisis. Maybe it's that he's older now. His kids are a little older, right? He's got the means to do it. He's got the money. He wants to. And I'm like, he's like going on and on and on. I'm like, you want a Porsche, don't you? Like, this is you. You're going through this. And he's like, yeah, I want a Porsche. And I'm trying to tell my wife that it's not a midlife crisis. And I'm like, I'm pro midlife crisis. I feel like more people should have one. Does that make sense?
I do, but like, why couldn't he just want to like? I'm saying it doesn't have to be a midlife crisis.
It doesn't.
Right?
It
like,
doesn't.
Can't he just
It
want
doesn't.
to like
Yes.
buy a thing?
Yes,
Kinda?
yes, of
Like,
course.
we're all gonna die.
It just happens to be stereotypically when,
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Right.
And I mean,
But I agree. I don't think there's anything wrong with midlife crisis. Like, let's just say it is that, which it might not be.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it is or isn't there.
Yeah, I don't know if there's an issue though.
All right.
I mean, like a
we
midlife
should be
crisis
worried,
is what?
dude.
Becoming aware of your mortality.
this is the first time you get to go through this. It's the only time you get to go through this.
Exactly.
Like you
Do
have every
whatever the
right to
fuck
be
you
worried
want.
about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. Yeah, we should be worried.
You should be worried.
A little, or at
Like-
least aware of it, right? That's the
like,
whole thing. It's
we're operating on the assumption the sun's coming out tomorrow, right?
Mhm.
The sun can burn out at any moment.
Yeah.
No one knows. Like I don't know. We should all be living our lives to the fullest. We're not.
well, it
But-
sucks because if I knew I would die in 5 years, I'd probably quit my job
Sure.
and figure shit out.
Mm-hmm. Just do all the calculations, see how many credit cards you need to take out.
Yeah, right,
through
right,
5 years.
exactly.
Perfect.
See, yeah, right. How many banks do I need to hit over in the, because it's the end anyway.
Yeah, dude, what are we doing? It's not
But-
real. The money's not real.
But when you don't know, that's what sucks. Because it's like there's a struggle between live my life how I want, which is not going to a 40-hour-a-week job that I don't love, but which is the plight of every person, right? I know it's like I cry about it constantly, but it's like I just feel like we don't get to actually have a lot of our lives. And anyways, I if I quit my job, then it's like you're left with what to do then, because it sounds romantic to quit your job, and then you're just unemployed doing what?
I mean, yeah.
I guess I could say travel, experience
Well,
things.
first of all, you get fired and you get unemployment. I mean, it's not a lot.
I can
but
ride that out for a
let's
little
get
while.
something. I mean,
Okay.
we gotta get the income.
You're right. Use my head.
We only got 5 years, so it's shit.
Yeah, I could do a slip and fall maybe. Do a big insurance claim.
Dude, yeah. I'm sure we can figure things out. I mean, so this is dumb. If you go to a beach town, dude, with a bunch of eggs,
Eggs?
yeah, and just
Okay.
walk around and just like, dude, I'll let you smash this egg on my head for $1 or more. A donation of $1 more. And then, or you can be like, I've run out of gas and I'm just trying to get home. You show them your Maryland ID, it sells the story more.
Right.
And you're just like, dude, that's all I could do. I have enough for like this 2 dozen eggs. Like, give me
That's
some money.
clever.
Dude, we did it. And we got made over like $300 in the course of
You guys did
5
that?
hours.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, we were like 18. We went down to Florida. It was this weird trip. I don't want to get too.
It's an
too-
ingenious
too
idea.
into it, but yeah, our buddy Christian came up with it, or I don't know if he saw it somewhere,
Right.
but like he was just like, "Yeah, man, just let's buy eggs and some paper towels." And
That
we were
is
just
so
like,
crazy.
What do you,
Guys, trust me.
where are you
Let's
going
use the
with
last
this?
of our money
Yeah,
to
he
buy
didn't
some
tell us.
eggs.
We didn't even ask. He was just like, okay, whatever. And then we just went to, I don't know, Orange City or Daytona Beach or whatever, wherever we were. And yeah, it was just like people started just coming up. They were just like, dude, they saw the show and
You
they're like,
see
I want to be.
somebody smashing
be
an
part of
egg,
that
and then
shit,
it's
dude.
like, I'd like to do that.
And you get something out of it, like.
Yeah.
And honestly, the eggs don't smell at all for whatever reason. Like I thought, like we were gonna stink and smell like something, but like it don't smell, and not that big of a mess. And
No?
nobody was pissed off. I think we had like a little bag from like whatever.
I mean,
our
on the
local store
person's
just-
heads.
Oh no, sure, like the yolk or whatever, but like then your hair just gets hard, like you have like gel in it or whatever, and it's not. It wasn't that.
You know what the white of an egg's called?
I don't.
Albumin.
I didn't know that.
Dude, no one does.
Yeah,
I found that out this year, and I thought,
I thought you were gonna say a word, and I was gonna be like, yeah, I knew that.
no,
But
yeah,
then
right.
I wasn't able to produce it. So do you know it? No,
yeah,
you don't
and
know.
even to hear it and be like, nothing.
Nope.
I've never heard that word.
No.
Yeah, albumin.
Albumin.
Albumen. Albumin. Imagine going to a grocery store or going to a restaurant and being like, can I have an albumin
That
omelet?
just sounds like some old Jewish man's name.
Albumin.
Hey, albumin. This is my fucking buddy. He's Yiddish.
Yeah, albumin, yeah. This is the word of the week.
I don't think he's Yiddish works. I think that's just a fucking language. Not
Yeah, Yiddish?
slang.
I don't know, dude. I'm
think
so
it's like a
bad at
slang.
like I guess that's I don't even know what the word would be, but geography, and then also the knowledge of like what they speak.
We're Gentiles. We should know.
Yeah, like what's in Iceland? They speak Icelandic.
Yeah, dude. My dumbass was about to say Reykjavik, and that's just the city or the capital. So like,
because it sounds like a language. They
it
speak
did sound like
Reykjavik.
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, dude. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
Icelandic sounds fine.
Right.
Sounds kind of nice. Sounds like fantastical. What's the word for like from a fantasy novel? Like
Oh,
Icelandic
fantastical,
doesn't
perhaps.
sound fucking like a real thing. That's what I mean.
No, some Narnia shit.
Something from Frozen or something.
Do you see Inside Out too?
No. But I am slowly working through Disney movies.
Oh,
I
wow.
would not allow myself to watch Disney movies by myself because it was just I don't know, dude. I felt weird. I was just like, I'm a man. I need to be watching horror movies
Or
and
war
like
movies.
yeah, only Vietnam. I don't
Yeah.
really fuck with any of the other wars, really. Like,
I love that you fuck with Vietnam.
yeah, dude, I fuck with Vietnam.
Vietnam, I
hard.
fuck with heavy.
Hard, dude.
That's so funny.
Platoon, dude.
The other wars, they're fine, but Vietnam, what are you, just a jungle guy? What was it? The heroin? I mean, what?
Dude, a lot of things. Like it's a horror movie all over again.
Oh,
Like,
sure.
tell me that's the most horrific one. Like,
Well, war is hell, period.
sure, dude, but like what they were doing, like digging holes with spikes that they would cover with
The
shit.
dookie sticks.
Yeah, dude. Like
the dookie
we were
sticks.
doing.
They, for those
more
who don't
with
know,
less.
what was it? It was like they would dig a trench,
Mhm.
put spikes up that would go through
Bamboo,
boots.
probably?
Yeah, but go through boots and through calves and whatever else, and they would put feces all over
Yep.
them, so they'd get terribly infected.
Yeah,
and
I
out
think you
there,
get
it wasn't like you could run to CVS and
gangrene
get
and
your COVID
whatever
shot.
else. I don't know, but people are, you got amputations. All
Bro,
wars you can
yeah, but
amputation,
old
whatever,
school wartime not vets, medics, wartime medics, dude. I can't imagine
but like
that job.
there's tunnels. These guys have like tunnels all over Vietnam, and like so to like have to deal with above ground terrain fighting, and that's already a jungle.
tunnel
That's
soldiers
ridiculous
that
with
they know
bugs
better.
and everything else that
Yeah.
you're not used to and
Yeah.
like. Now there's tunnels and the whole traps and all that shit's nuts. Like,
Yeah.
it's definitely way different than like just two lines of firing at each other in
Drones.
trenches and all that.
Well, and
today's
drones now.
shit.
Well,
Sure,
yeah,
sure,
yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
I don't get into the modern shit though for some reason.
Well,
like
because it's not
like
nearly
too
as
far
cool.
gone
There's no
now.
shit sticks.
Also, like I guess I've
It's
seen
drones.
too many like futuristic war movies, so now like modern war is just like I think there's something charming about old war. Maybe that's what it is. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's just
well,
like,
it's weird to see all in 4K. Like I was watching one, and I don't know, it was Russia, Ukraine. I don't know whose soldiers were who. They all look white to me. I have no idea. But they dropped a bomb, dropped a little bomb out of this drone, and it blew up. And this guy got hit, and he was like, he fell down in front of his comrade, and he looked at his legs, and he went like this. And his comrade walked up and shot him right in the head without even hesitating, bro.
Goddamn.
I know.
Goddamn.
And just to see that in 4K is just like, oh,
man.
war as hell, man.
Seriously.
And here's the thing: I can't be. I love the idea of pacifism and the hippie thing, and there's a big part of me that lends itself to that. But I do understand that, like, if a country, and not all the countries, was like, we're not doing war, they would just get dick slapped.
I mean, well, listen, I'm stupid. I actually don't have any idea
Same.
what any of these wars are over.
Well, no one does.
Oh, well, if that's the case, that's
People
like,
think they do.
can't we just like do something that's like, I feel like I heard that like England and some other countries settled some bullshit over a soccer match. I know that that's a little bit, but like, like the idea, the spirit of the idea.
Sure.
Like, can we
Well,
just do something else that's just
yeah.
like, I don't know. That's just,
Yeah. I don't envy.
I don't know what any of the wars are over though. Like oil?
Yeah, yeah. And here's the thing: it's like it's hard to know. The joke, like the Department of Defense, has a better ring than the Department of Offense. But it's like the Department of Defense, we're everywhere. We're not just protecting this. It's just interesting because it's foreign policy so fucked up and weird, and politics and shit, that like to have our military out in all these different places all the time.
Sure. I just like, is it like, I don't know, I'm
I'm
kind
sure
of
it's necessary,
spitballing
probably.
but like, is it like you won't sell our buddy's country the oil, and
Right.
now we're gonna fight you
Right.
so that you
There's
sell?
definitely
But then
stuff like that.
if that was the case though, I would just be like, well, isn't that exactly what capitalism in America is? Like,
Yeah, but
how
that's for us.
okay, that's how that works. Cool. I don't know.
Unfortunately, sometimes,
Cool,
yeah.
cool. Well, that's probably not what the wars are over. So that's kind of probably
Yeah.
the point. But
But I think it'd be crazy to actually think that we know. I watched an interview recently. Actually, DJ Vlad, Vlad
Yeah.
TV? I said something to Destiny about it. Like, have you heard of Vlad? She's like, no. I'm like,
Oh,
Vlad
really?
TV? She's like, no. It blew my mind. I just assume anyone in their 30s knows who Vlad is.
I vaguely feel like I even remember when he did like the
DJ
music
stuff?
Yeah, like he
Yeah.
was doing music.
Yeah,
So-
DJ Vlad.
I mean,
was
I
his
know,
name.
I know.
Now he's just
that, but,
Vlad.
like,
But yeah, so he's just been around the culture for so long
Yeah.
that it seems like he's a staple. But I guess if you're not into hip hop culture, because he started hip hop. But he used to just interview hip hop people, and now he's branched out. And he had the guy who killed Osama bin Laden on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that was very interesting to listen to. I mean, he allegedly did it. That's the thing.
Sure.
He was definitely on the mission, and he's credited to being the trigger man. But there was some dispute because some other guy on the SEAL team wrote a book saying he was under a pseudonym.
Huh.
And Vlad keeps bringing it up to the guy. He's like, well, this guy says in the book. Dude, it's so funny. Like the way it starts, he's like, well, have you heard about this guy? And he says his writer name. And then he goes, his real name is this. And the guy goes, well, I'm not trying to speak on nobody else, right? And he's like, well, you can Google it and see it's his name. And the guy's like, okay. You know, he was trying to be respectfully not
Sure.
talk about the guy. And the guy's just like, well, in the book, he says actually that he did this and that you, and he's like, look, man, I don't know what that guy's talking about. It was weird, though, because he's like, I worked with that guy for 10 years and he was on the mission. But I'm the one who killed Osama. I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
I don't know what he was up to. He was in a whole other house.
Dude.
But he said that when they told him, they 24 people they brought into a room, arguably the baddest motherfuckers in America, you know, and they're like, all right, we have this mission. The mission is we have this thing, and this thing is located in a compound, and this compound is located in another country, and we need you to go get this thing and bring it back to us. And they had to like accept or deny based on those, like, you know, they were like, we can't tell you how to, I know. That's just nuts. And then they had a full 3D model of the compound that they practiced in for 12 hours a day, you know, for hella long. But,
you think you could have asked that SEAL that question?
Which one?
About the fucking, like, you know, the other guy.
Between us?
Yeah.
Did you do it?
No, oh, no, not that. No, like, if you were interviewing that SEAL that Vlad was, would you be able to be like, well, this guy in this book said,
yes.
Even though that, because I feel like that'd be fucking tough.
It depends on how you deliver it.
Sure.
You know, because
sure.
If you're like, yeah, well, this guy says,
I
you
mean,
know,
the way
if
you
you say it
delivered it
like that, exactly.
Like,
No, Vlad was a little bit
dude.
more truthful about it.
Like,
Dude, it's just funny he kept going back to it. And the
you
guy's
think
just
a
like,
SEAL won't slap your ass? I don't know, man.
And the guy had a legalized Ibogaine shirt on, which is badass. Ibogaine's like a psychedelic. So
could you tell how big he was?
What
Size wise?
He wasn't that big.
Dude, I feel like SEALs can't be. I feel like they gotta fit in small areas. I think they gotta like do all this random like shit. Like I think they have to be small men. Like I think we'd be surprised what a SEAL would be. I think we all have like 6'3", like fucking.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like that.
Right.
They'd kill us in a second, like no matter what. They could be 4'8". It wouldn't matter. But like,
well, the fact that we even I don't know why. Even in that scenario, I guess that was, you know, I don't know why not send a drone. I mean, we have drones. Police use drones now. So I watch a lot of the true crime. Someone barricades himself in a house. They're sending a drone in.
What?
Dude, it happens constantly. You see this guy who's manic and been smoking meth for 3 days. He's curled in a corner with his gun.
They just kill him?
No. It's not a drone strike.
Okay.
It's not the Obama administration.
What are they doing? Yeah, what are they doing?
No, they just get going with the camera and see where he's at, see what's dangerous, where he's barricaded. Yeah.
Look,
it's just my point is they could go do that and then shoot something at Obama with it. I mean, Osama. Freudian slip. No, they could shoot. Yeah, but he was there with two sons and 15 wives, I think. One of his wives got murked.
2 sons, 15 wives. One of the wives got it?
Yeah.
Well, there's 15 of them. So
Yeah.
Then again, I don't know that a SEAL would be shooting indiscriminately. I don't know the situation.
I think she jumped in the way or something.
I think there was a movie based on this. I saw that. If that's a thing, SEAL Team 6 or some SEAL. No, that wasn't it. I don't know. Chris Pratt might have been in it. I don't fucking know.
I don't know either.
It's been too long. That's been a long time. Who cares?
Yeah.
Fucking war. War sucks.
Yeah, war sucks.
What are we fighting over? Just fucking. I don't know. We don't got to get along. Well, don't get me wrong there, but don't fight. It's fucking stupid.
I do to kill the other humans. It is crazy to me in 2024. It is. I understand back in the day. I do.
Sure, you could get away with it.
It just seems crazy now to bomb buildings and shit. Like, what are we doing?
Dude, it seems crazy to kill your neighbor. You're not getting away with it.
How bad would a crime have to be for you to report it?
Oh fuck. So like, if there's like a predator situation, instantly, right? If I saw like it's weird, dude. Because I kind of am like, the police need to do their job. I understand that like they do their job based on like society helping them and shit, and that's nice. But like also, the cops aren't your friends. Like they want to fuck you as hard as they can, and they may say otherwise. But like when they start questioning you, and like you don't have a lawyer there, and they could easily be like, "Hey, dude, you probably don't understand your fucking rights," because they know what they're doing.
Anytime I see an interrogation online, I'm like, "Where's your lawyer?"
Like I get it, cops are people. They're just trying to do a job, and it's a hard job. It's like an impossible job, but still, like, I don't care. They chose that.
Yeah.
They knew what it was. I don't know. Sorry. Just like probably people don't like, I don't know. I don't have one.
How did we get onto the cop thing?
I don't really know. We went from war to, shit, I don't know. We just start talking and it just goes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, cops are not your friend.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I really wish I could remember how we got on the cop thing.
I don't know where I feel like I made a quick transition, and it wasn't a clean one, but like it had to do with same. I mean, we were talking about war and shit.
Yeah. It worked, I'm sure.
I'm cutting all this, so don't worry about it.
No cuts, no edits, baby. You're getting the raw footage.
They won't know because now the camera cuts here, here, and here, and here now.
Oh,
so like,
yeah,
no one's
we're gonna-
shit,
yeah,
dude.
yeah,
They'll just be like,
Let
oh,
us-
it's just another cut now.
Yeah. We can cut out all the bad shit you said.
Before there was no cuts, right? So when I did make a cut, it was obvious. It was just
Right.
like, oh, they were here, now they're there.
Yeah, it must have been a slur.
It's like, I don't know what people think when we make cuts, but
I would
mean,
assume the worst.
I left my earliest memory in that last episode of picking up shit. So like, we leave most of it in. We do.
Oh yeah,
We leave
Thank
most
you for
of it
reminding
in.
me about that.
Hey man,
Thank you.
I'm here to just speak my truth.
You know that 10-day meditation I was trying to do?
Sure. Yeah, the peyote thing.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, it was
No.
10 day.
No.
This is a different one.
The 10-day silent retreat.
Oh right.
So I had sent in the email, and they're like, "Hey, we get a lot of applications. We don't even get the chance to process them all. We'll let you know." But they didn't let me know when they let me know by, right? So it's just this open-ended thing, which pisses me off because it's like I want to do something with that time. I'm off from work on this time, so I'm like, I want to do something for that, and I don't want to plan something double, Anyways, they when I got the email that they said we get a lot of applications, we don't even get to process them all. I had this like. I'm like, I'm not going to get in. And I had this like sigh of relief, And then they emailed me back today and I didn't get in, but they were just like, hey, if you want to still be on this wait list, click this and let us know when you need to know by. So I gave them a date and it got real and I just got anxious all over again, dude. I'm terrified to go.
I mean, it's just you being quiet for 10 days?
10 hours of meditation a day as well. Silent meditation, 10 hours,
Bro.
I can't do an hour.
Do it here.
I could do it wherever. I mean, you don't even need a place. Yeah, I mean.
So what are we doing? You need so it just you're gonna go there. You can't do an hour, but
I haven't done
someone else is going to make you do 10.
I don't think they're going to make me. No,
or like
I think that I'll
guide
be
you
inspired
back to
do.
Dog, you gonna pay me what you gonna pay them? I'll
I'm not
do
paying
it for
them
you.
anything.
Oh, it's free.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird. Why would they do that for the love of the game?
Because they believe in it. So they say.
Believe in what? Being
Meditation.
quiet?
Meditation.
Okay, I'm still stuck on the silent part.
Yeah, the silent thing. I guess they look at it as like a distraction from
Look,
the inner
dog,
thoughts.
All I know is like Aaron Rodgers did one of those fucking what was it?
Ayahuasca.
He's done that, and then after he did that, he won 2 MVPs, right?
Uh-huh.
And then recently he had done one of these darkness retreats for.
Oh yeah, I'm interested in that as well.
Well, then he proceeded to suck for like the next 2 years. So it's like I don't know. I think do the
I don't know
ayahuasca.
if that's the only
skip the
barometer.
darkness.
So if you do ayahuasca, you'll
I
be
don't know,
MVP in
bro.
the NFL.
I don't know, dude. Or just an MVP in life.
Maybe I did it and I'm
Most
not.
valuable person, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, but I also want to go do peyote and I'm going to go do peyote and go do ibogaine.
Ibogaine.
I'm more worried about the ibogaine. I heard that could be
Ibogaine what? What's Ibogaine?
just like this, or terrible hallucinogenic.
Some natural thing.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, plant or
You
something.
think so? Okay, cool.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a compound or a
Cool.
plant or what. I just know that people go on these ibogaine retreats and it can like treat PTSD, opioid depression, opioid addiction, depression, anxiety, all the same stuff that like most psychedelics kind of tout, the potential to do these things. But when I was looking into the difference between ibogaine and peyote, it was like ibogaine is more medical based, whereas peyote is more spiritual based, or, like as far as the difference.
And how do you take these?
I think you have to put them in your ass.
Cool, like a boof or whatever?
Yeah, you got to boof them.
Okay. But seriously, how do you take it?
I don't know.
Okay.
The
Any
peyote
of
you
them?
eat. The peyote is
Peyote
a
you
cactus.
eat. Okay.
Yeah, it's mescaline is what the active ingredient
okay.
is.
I was gonna bring that mescaline because I don't know what
Wachuma.
that is either. But so peyote and mescaline, same thing.
Yep, peyote is the cactus that has mescaline in it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
mescaline containing.
Got it.
Yep.
So you're
Also
always
called
doing
Wachuma.
mescaline then. You're never doing peyote. You're just getting the mescaline from the peyote.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Maybe that's the.
I think you can
confusing
eat the peyote.
Right.
So it feels like doing the peyote. You know what I
okay,
mean? If you eat
okay.
enough peyote buttons, I think the better way to do it is to like probably process it into some type of paste or I don't know.
Huh.
But yeah,
How
I'm
did
actually pretty uninformed about it.
How the ayahuasca? Does that eat too?
That's a drink.
That's a drink.
Yeah, a brew that they brew for like 10 hours or something.
Jeez.
Tastes like oil. But like earth.
Motor oil, or
like the consistency is like oil kind of, but the taste is like sour earth.
Good
I'm trying to think of
Lord.
it. It's like tastes like sour earth.
Sour earth.
Very bitter,
Sounds
super bitter, like coffee bitter,
I mean,
but with no coffee.
I'm
Shittier
just
than
thinking
coffee.
sour hippie. Just like whatever that smells like.
Yeah,
That sounds like it stinks.
it was gross tasting. I know that. I don't know that it smelled too
Drinking
bad.
dirty hippie. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it was pretty gross.
And you didn't throw up or any of that shit, right?
I did
You
not.
didn't expel your.
I wanted to.
I wanted to.
I did.
Weird.
My stomach was like doing all kind
So,
of crazy shit.
I watched Chelsea Handler or whatever do it on one of her shows, and I don't know. She was like, it was like a gazebo kind of a thing.
Yeah, same.
So were you just laying on the wood floor or whatever? Or maybe on a
we
mat?
had a mat.
Okay,
Yeah,
a mat.
everyone had a mat, and it was in a big circle.
Your puking would go where, and where would your shit go?
You'd have a bucket to puke in,
both
or like a bowl
for the same.
And no, to shit, you go to the bathroom.
There's a bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the way they filmed it, dude, it was clearly she had had to go through like journey to get there, but also like they could have made that up and it could have been like right off of the airport. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. She had to like really go through like a boat ride, a little boat ride.
I did.
You did. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
which did add to it.
But there was still a bathroom, so that's interesting. Cool.
Yes.
Cool. 'Cause I don't know why I feel like if you take 3 fucking different kinds
Well,
of,
it's a
you're
bathroom
shitting
with
in a
like
hole or
gravity and a chain, and then you can't put your toilet paper in the toilet. You got to put it in the basket.
Oh, okay.
Because it's all homemade. It's like yeah. It's not like city plumbing. It's not like
right.
Yeah.
Right. It's it's not shitting in a hole, but it's
right. It's not perfect.
Oh Christ, dude.
And there was something cool though about having to take this to take that to get there.
Yeah, no, there's something romantic. I think
exactly,
about that part.
exactly. And it means nothing.
Sure.
If there happens to be an airport right next to it, then fine.
Right.
But there's something about that's like, yeah, this is legitimate. Because when I was actually picking, I picked Peru because it's in the jungle. It's in the Amazonian jungle. But because they have some in Costa Rica and shit. But that just felt like a little far removed, like they're like on resorts with pools and shit. This was like in the fucking jungle.
It just takes the special out of it when like you don't do that extra shit. I feel like,
right?
Like I don't know why, like because you can't get it. It feels like you can't get it readily.
Yeah, but you can get it fucking tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure, dude. People have it all the time, and then the DMT is active ingredient. They make carts out of that now.
How's that work? So you vape that then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, well, DMT. So DMT, the active ingredient in ayahuasca, you vaporize to really blast through. To break through to the whatever else is there.
And how long does the trip on that last?
10 minutes.
Oh, okay, that's a quick boy.
When you smoke it, when you vaporize it.
Okay.
Now, when you drink it, it's like 8 hours, like 6 to 8 hours.
And that's 8 hours of tripping, or shroom type tripping, where it's sort of like levels.
There's levels.
Okay.
It's not like shrooms, but only in that there are levels.
Right.
Yes.
Shrooms, you would say it's like a peak, right? Up, down.
Yes.
Or you could argue waves. You could argue waves.
There's kind of wavy.
But like waves that I would argue go up and then.
Yes. So when you smoke DMT, it's rocket ship.
So like salvia in a way.
Yes.
You're like immediately affected.
Yes.
10 minutes is longer than salvia.
Immediately affected. 5 to 10.
Dude.
But you're immediately affected and it goes up and then it comes down. But when you drink it, it just goes all over the place. But then the vape cartridges, people have them at festivals and shit. You can buy them at like smoke shops sometimes.
What?
Yeah. And there's a distinct smell that DMT has that you can smell in the cart. Like, so it's real. It's legit. But it's just crazy to me. I don't know if you can fully break through with the cart, because you really need to take a big hit from the vaporizer, like to actually really break through. But I'm sure you can get close. Like I've hit one and it gets fucking DMT.
Breakthrough. I don't love that there's a term. I feel like
I hear you, but
there's no term for shrooms or acid I've ever heard.
Well, it's a different type of breakthrough.
Oh, do people use breakthrough for them too?
No. What I'm saying is because this is a breakthrough.
Okay, so yeah, it's different.
You have to give it it's so jarringly different than a regular trip that you'd have to call it something.
Is it completely man-made or is it a natural thing?
I don't know how to answer that.
I don't know what it is still.
It comes from a root.
Okay.
Yeah, this you can get this tree bark, Mimosa hostilis. And if you get the Mimosa hostilis tree bark, you can make it. yourself.
We'll just assume it's like cocaine for the moment. Like it starts
You have
out
to
one
add
way.
chemicals
You gotta
to
do
it.
something
Exactly.
to
That's
it.
what I'm saying. At some point, it becomes processed.
All right.
But not in ayahuasca. In ayahuasca, they mix two plants together. One that has the ayahuasca and one that blocks your body from breaking it down.
Oh.
So it's like an MAO inhibitor or something. The reason they mix the two of them is because if you drink just the ayahuasca, your body will kill it.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah. Pretty neat.
Hmm.
And when they ask them how they figured
Yeah,
it
I
out,
don't
they
know
said-
about that. The ayahuasca. Anything where I'm gonna like expel bodily fluids, like, it's something I gotta think about.
Yeah.
Something I gotta think about.
Yeah.
I don't want to be doing that in public.
Yeah. No one's really concerned about you.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
They're,
And I'm
they're,
sure, like,
they're
once
battling
you're in the
like their
moment,
dad
you're
with
probably not
dick
worried
arms.
about it too much either. Then again, I don't know.
Exactly. You're
I don't
not.
know.
You're not.
But like, do I want to be a dragon? I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes it's not up to you.
Yeah,
You know,
you might not know that reference.
if you
I'm
put
not
your-
gonna explain it.
if you put yourself there,
Hmm.
you know. But yeah, I'm just drawn to the shit that feels like it's gonna be scary and hard, but I know it's not gonna kill me.
Yeah.
I'm looking at. I'm not even kidding, dude. The meditation retreat. I'm looking at as if it's like a jail term. As in the fact that like I can't leave, and let's pretend I'm in trouble. I have to do this. There's no because I don't want to quit. Because here's the thing, I'm not above quitting. like I'm a quitter, you know. So I feel like I need to like psychologically trick myself into being like, look, 10 days, you can do anything for 10 days, no matter how much it sucks, dude. 40 minutes into the first day, I'm gonna be like, get me out of here.
I just don't get it. Like anything in the world that you just be like, all right, I don't work out, right? But like today, I'm gonna go for 10 hours. I'm just gonna go as hard as fucking possible. Like, yeah, okay. Like maybe if you don't think about it too hard, it's not a bad idea. Like I get it. You want to hit it hard. But like what? It doesn't make it, and then you're gonna do that for 10 straight days. Think of that with anything in life. Anything you do for 10 days, for 10 hours, you would say that's too much. And too much of anything is a bad thing. I'm arguing it's a bad thing, dude. I don't understand it. It is a jail sentence. Like
You're like, it is actually that.
you're going to die in this life, dude. Do you really want to have 10 days? Like, you just want to give away 10 days?
I feel
What
like,
are you supposed to get? Are they at least giving you, like, what you're supposed to get out of it?
I feel like if I was just sitting
Who sold you, too?
if I was just sitting on my couch doing nothing, I'd be wasting those 10 days.
Nah. You might, but nah. I mean, dude, don't waste them then. Read or something. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. True. I just feel like life is about gathering experiences. And I've had the reading one and I've had the couch
You've
one.
been in jail, no?
Yeah.
Well, then what are we doing here?
Well, it's not the same. It's not exactly the same. The food's slightly better. Slightly. I'm
Jesus
sure they give us
Christ.
just like fruit and water. That's another thing. It's probably like half fasted. Like that peyote thing I was talking about. It's like fasted. They just try to make it miserable as possible.
Look, if you were to like, look, I'm going to do one day, 10 hours, whatever. And then I'm going to do that once a month for the next 10 months or a year. I'd be like, okay, I could see how like one quick jump start of the system thing would be maybe beneficial. To just jump 10 days into some hardcore shit you're not ready for, like in the fact that you said you haven't done an hour.
Yeah.
Why would you? It's crazy.
I think people do that with this practice.
People do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying it's not like I'm trying to go, look, if I guess it's like a challenge to me because it's like all you have to do, Justin, is sit down and shut the fuck up. If you can't do that for 10 hours, 10 days, then you're fucking nothing. That's just how there's a part of me that's like,
that's one way to look at
like
it.
a challenge.
I would argue though, like this is who you are, and for you to be like, I'm gonna shut down who I am for 10 days based on, I don't exactly know what your motivations are.
well, I'm lost in thought 99% of my day. And if you're lost in thought, you're living in some delusion that's not even the present moment. And I'm aware enough of my mind to know that it's not in my control 99% of the time. When I meditate for 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 13 minutes, a guided meditation at that, my mind, it's so difficult to sit there and focus on my breath for 10 minutes. If you've never actually tried it, try it. It's boring. I can't do whatever. It's it's so hard, and it's so glaringly obvious to me that like my brain is not in my control, and I think that doing this could help.
All right.
And it might
that's
not.
fine.
And if not, it'll make a hell of a story.
Would it though? I don't know
Yeah.
how much of a story you're gonna get at it. I didn't do shit for 10 days, and like, I mean, I'm sure you'll
Yeah.
have some anecdotes, but like,
Yeah, there's
you
not a lot
sitting in a
going
room.
on. Yeah.
dude, you have more than one job, right? You have. I mean, you work out. You're not. you that might be your problem. You have too much going on. And then however many vacations you take, like once a month, I feel like you go and do something. You just jumped out of a fucking plane a couple days ago, twice or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I agree. Maybe you should slow down. I don't know if like you need to slow the fuck everything down for 10 fucking days, 10 hours. I don't think you need to or any of that shit. But like, I don't know, dude. Like, maybe just take a fucking break here and there here. Like in the
I don't
because
think
like
it's about just being busy.
I don't think you
It's
ever
about
really
lost
get to
in
slow
thought.
down. I know. Well,
It's here.
here's the
It's
thing.
when I'm walking in the
If you
hallway.
can't be, you have all those distractions and they're not distracting you from your thoughts enough. How the fuck is sitting in a room with no distractions going to do it?
Less distractions seem better.
What?
Less distractions seem better.
You're trying to
Well, I'm trying
be
to not. I'm
distracted
trying to not
from
distract.
this.
No, I'm trying to master this.
well,
That's what I'm saying. That's the thing. I don't want to be distracted. I want to try to figure my mind out and be the observer for a minute instead of having the monkey brain. Just let it run my life. Like, you're not in my head, and I get it.
I get that.
But I'm just saying it's a monkey brain up here. No matter what's going on outside or externally, it's just a monkey brain.
Listen, I got a weird brain myself. But
Well, I'm just doing stuff to try to get mine in check.
again, I
That's
don't think
all.
you gave me like who sold you and what did they say that the benefits would be?
It wasn't
from-
even that. So
Because
basically,
everything has a reason, right? No one's gonna be like, I'm putting on these fucking these things. You can't just be like, here's this.
yeah.
You
Well,
gotta say why.
when I was in Peru doing the ayahuasca years ago, I met my buddy Trey there, and he was telling me about it. And he said he went and did this 10-day silent retreat, and he's done it twice. And he's like, it was a extremely difficult, extremely beautiful experience. And that's kind of how he described the ayahuasca in a way. So I just kind of took his word for it. And then a couple years later, I ran into somebody hiking, up in New Hampshire, and they had been with their mother, and they said it was an incredible experience. But yeah, I didn't hear any. It was this way, and now it's this way. I heard enough. I'm like, it's free. They believe in it. They were giving it out for free. It's 10 days. It could help me silence some chatter in my mind. It could make it louder. I know I haven't tried it. I know I have tried a lot of the other stuff I'm doing routinely. I just like to shake shit up.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm an agent of chaos a bit. I need to have some type of struggle, some type of
There's
thing.
literally, I feel like nothing less chaotic than
not being distracted.
Nothing.
Shit.
just
It's
sitting.
chaotic up here, trust me.
I mean, I believe it, guy. I've never been able to slow down and just calm down and just chill. It just doesn't happen. I'm always just fucking. But like at the end of the day, like we are who we are, and like I'm not trying to change that. Like I am who I am because of the fucking weird, frantic brain that I have. And
Sure,
like,
sure.
It may not be the most beneficial for certain things, but like
Yeah.
we're not all built for everything, right?
Agreed. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not looking to really change who I am as a person, I just definitely think I'd be, if anything, more authentic to my true self if I wasn't lost in certain thought patterns constantly.
Hey man,
And I
better
could
man
be
than me.
wrong. I disagree.
I fixed myself in a lot of ways, but I would never sit in a room for 10 hours for 10 days.
That just makes you smarter than me.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that either. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, you just sing the music in the car, and that's your therapy.
That's one of them. I mean, that's a
Yeah,
good
well,
one,
we
though,
talked
dude.
about that the other day. You mentioned, because I don't listen to a lot of music. I listen to a lot of podcasts and informational stuff and comedy stuff. And
yeah.
you were like, that's your fucking problem. You need to listen to music. And I'm like, you're right. I do need to listen to more music. And you're like, and you're not listening to it right, basically.
Yeah, so like don't listen to it. Perform it. Like find a fucking album that you know most of the words, if you don't know them all, and then just fucking do it. Do the entire fucking thing from front to back where you're doing a long drive or a commute or whatever the fuck you're doing. Sing that shit as hard as you can. Doesn't matter what you sound like. Like, it doesn't matter if you lose your voice. Like, hopefully you don't. Like, obviously there's techniques to everything, but like, there's something about emotively releasing from a thing that's like, I don't know, that you can actually just follow along with. Like, you're not screaming into a pillow, right?
Yeah, and there's songs that do, make you feel, like I like those type of songs. That's why I like screamo, sad country, the vocalists that are fucking singing about love or heartbreak or whatever. It's like when I can feel it, those are the things I love. That's why it's multi-genre. It's like it's not just one genre.
Listen,
when I can
sit
feel
there
it.
and listen to your fucking Chris Stapleton song on repeat like 10 times. Sing that fucking thing with him.
Oh, I have.
And then tell me you don't feel better about it.
It works.
Every fucking time.
I do agree that it's cathartic.
There's something there. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's one of the reasons why, like, I know you're going to give me some pushback. I don't need therapy. I don't fucking need therapy.
Yeah, no meditation, no therapy.
Fuck all that. That's craziness. I feel like I'm on top of my shit.
And I respect that.
I'm emotionally fucking good. Like,
I really
feel
do.
like emotionally,
I don't push that stuff. Well, I probably do push therapy.
It's like the big thing. I'm emotionally solid. Everywhere else, I don't know. I'm fine. I'm all right.
Yeah.
I've got small issues, but nothing that, like, all of my issues I made up myself.
I am not emotionally solid.
No?
I am emotionally liquid or gaseous.
But I'm also, like, I numb myself too. Like, you see, I smoke weed every day, all the time. Like, that's my thing. It's like, that's, and that's because I'm super emotional.
Yeah,
like,
it
super
works.
fucking emotional. Like, crying growing up, like, for just like you yell at me, like I would cry a little bit. Like, I wouldn't be a little bitch about it. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and sob, but like,
that's how your body, somatically would react.
That's
I
how
get
I reacted.
Not your
dude.
choice.
Like,
I understand that.
And,
I'm a little emo boy too.
It's your parents. Like, they're supposed to have your back. Blah blah blah. My dad didn't know how to fucking do shit.
Yeah.
Right, for me.
Yeah.
Right, like, for him, maybe that shit would have worked.
Or for another kid, maybe, right? But
and like,
all you can speak on is for you.
You can talk all the shit you want, and like just he did it in the wrong way. Like, I want to be put down like in a coach way. You know what I mean? Like, you're not good enough. But then eventually you get it right. Like, you're never gonna fucking amount to anything type of shit. That's the kind of shit I would get. Right. It's just like, fuck, dude. You just didn't want to be a parent. I think what happened was he met my mom. My mom really wanted kids. And
story as old as time.
Yeah, dude. He just was like, sure, dude.
That's so crazy.
I'll give you that.
That sounds so crazy, almost satirical, but that happens
I know it does.
time.
I know it. But the problem becomes like,
the problem's there.
They never really even had love in their life. I feel like I feel like it's always just been like
usually
I don't know. Maybe there was in the beginning and it faded or whatever, or like he did a thing and like she just was, but she's Catholic, so it's like, we're not going to divorce. Like, this is it. We're just going to be miserable. We're going to teach these kids.
This is a union under God.
Right. Like, I'm pretty sure my parents never had sex after having me and my brother.
No way.
I can't prove that, but we never caught them. We never heard them. There was never a fucking Vito, my brother, or them?
Them.
No, yeah. Did you guys fuck while we're?
Yeah.
Nah, they're gonna be like, well, if we did, it would have been when you guys were having a sleepover or something. Like, I'm sure if they were doing it, they were doing it such a way they couldn't be caught or whatever.
Sure. Well, that's different than not
but
doing it.
Also, come on, dude. Like, that, you weren't doing it, and it sucks because you're just teaching your kids how to have a loveless marriage. Like, they just like, you can be partners and that's great, but it's not, because that's not everything, and you need to show your kids everything. I'd rather have my parents be divorced when I was young and then both be fucking happy and show me how to be a happy adult instead of now, like, I know how to, like, get through life.
Yeah, it's like they gave up on themselves for the partnership that's not good, and it's like, well, you should have just put that energy into you.
Stay together for the kids, dude. Like, it's a nice thought. It is.
It is.
It's a nice thought.
Sentiment. It's cute.
Like, you're saving money on Christmas or whatever. But like, fuck that, dude. What are we doing? Yeah. Go be happy. Like, you need to be happy.
At the end of the day.
Even like your kids need to be like taken care of, but you need to be happy. Like it's so fucking important, and I feel like people are just like,
your kids will be better taken care of if you're happy.
100%. And my mom would literally tell me, like, she's just like, dude, you guys come first. And it's like, I hear you. I hear what you're saying. And like, yes, we should come first, but like, after you.
Yeah.
Like,
before the marriage, probably, right? But not before you. as an individual.
The individual comes first.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Period.
Right.
Over everything.
It just has to, or everything
because
else. Yes.
In like
Everything's attached to the individual.
right. Like when you, I don't know, dude. It's so weird. Like falling in love is a weird thing today because it's just like a job, like getting a job. You're putting on a false front that you think this person, because you don't want to say the wrong thing.
Calling a girl for PTO.
And especially today where like ghosting is just the thing. Like you say one thing some person doesn't like or whatever, and it's just like you just never hear from them again. So like now I feel like people will walk on eggshells and just try to be neutral in the courting part, and like
not give their real opinions and real personalities.
And both people are being not real.
Well,
but the problem
it's
is
funky because they're putting their best foot forward, which makes
sure,
sense.
Yeah,
and that's a fine line.
But
I agree.
It fucks you in the long run because you're not falling in love with the person you think you are.
Right. So it's manipulation.
In a way.
And it's not nefariously.
Right.
And that's the thing. But people are like, I don't manipulate. And I'm like, well, look, if you went on a first date, would you pick your nose at the table? No. Well, that's manipulating how that person feels about you. I'm just saying you can keep extending that.
That's something you would do.
Right.
Exactly, dude. You should be you 100%. Even if like all the shit.
Maybe 90% in the beginning.
And that's where it gets weird. But like your weird fucking stupid flaws that are gross and
but
whatever,
you have to let
dude.
them get to
There's
know you
a person
first.
out there that would like that shit.
I know, but listen.
Based off nothing. I promise you.
Yeah, sure.
Based off nothing.
Yeah, sure. There's the person out there, but are you going to find them?
Because there's the initial attraction. I'm telling you, that's another thing that's also important. I'm just saying,
you sometimes need to build up a little rapport. Just like a comedian who's about to do a dead baby joke. You got to build up a little rapport, then you do the dead baby joke because you've built some credit. So if you go on the first date and you want to pick your nose in the first 5 seconds and you go, let this person talk to me a bit, and then they get to talk to you for a bit, and then 50 minutes in, you're like, I'm going to pick my nose. In my head, you've at least built in some credit.
Fine. I can live with all
Giving
that.
100% first date is just like never get a second date ever. Because you're the only one doing that.
But that's what you should be doing. Like it should be like you should put all of your freak out there, and the person that's fucking into it will respond, and all the ones who aren't are not the right ones anyway.
Freak, all your flaws.
So like it's also
everything.
like we're saving time this way. When a girl is like, "Don't waste my time," it gets in my fucking nerves because it's just like, first of all, dating is not a waste of time. Like you learn something every fucking time you break up with someone. Plus, you don't really know what you want. You think you do, right? You have an idea of what the perfect man is, and then you meet a guy who is totally opposite of that, and you're like, oh, fuck, dude, this is what I like. And I didn't know because I never saw it before, or whatever the fuck, dude. I don't know. Like,
how would you know?
And I mean, you can want a million things.
Right.
Like, there's not like, how many flavors do you like?
Right.
Like, you just want one. Like,
right.
And I mean, we're talking about forever, sure, but like, yeah, I don't know. Just to initially get in somewhere nowadays, though, is we're doing ourselves a disservice because like we want to hear all the right things, or we're just gonna fucking not continue the online dating because it's all online dating now. Like I don't know, man. I don't know how people meet each other now. I really
just
don't.
Online.
But like you just lying to each other, and like you're just kind of putting a vanilla profile of yourself and herself, and now you're going to meet. You're wasting time, dude. Like you're making this like a month-long process when what you should be doing is meeting, showing like let your fucking belly
meeting,
fucking
your
out,
nose.
dude. Yeah, dude, be a fucking pig. Let her be her pig self, and like see if it's cool. If it's fucking cool, dude,
wallow in the mud.
Move forward. Because like at the end of the day, if you're a fucking pig, dude, you gotta let that person know you're a pig. Yeah, it's fine to be a pig, dude. Pigs are cute.
I get it, but maybe you just have a couple pig tendencies.
Listen, I like your plan. Don't go full fucking force.
It would be crazy to go full force.
Listen, no, it would, but also it's genius because if we're trying to, we're gonna die, dude. We're gonna die.
Theoretically,
let's not waste time.
In reality,
how much?
It's flawed.
How do you want to pay for dinner? Because like as the male, I'm buying dinner.
Yeah.
Like, dude, do the freak shit. How many times you buying dinner now?
All right.
Now
sure.
you're buying dinner for your soulmate. The next time you buy it, that's your soulmate, dude.
Yeah.
You've won.
You good luck.
But only because you were able to be like, fuck it. Fuck everyone's feelings.
Yeah.
I need to just be me.
Sure.
And the right person is gonna be like, that's the right
I think if you're representing yourself as close to the not lying, right? But not going, hey, here are all my shortcomings. Because that's the thing. You don't find out certain shortcomings and you can't just have a list of like, look, well, sometimes I get angry or sometimes this happens or I sleep in or whatever. There's so many nuances.
Sure. Yeah, I'm not saying, but like I don't know, man. There's like a weird
There's a line somewhere.
enough info you can find about us.
I agree.
To whether or
And
not you think you can fall in love.
No, I agree. Right. I try to be pretty transparent. You know, I'm an open book. But yeah, I definitely think that people are. Yeah, some people, man, I just can't imagine being in a loveless marriage.
Yeah, dude.
I can't imagine it. It's just like, this is it. We did this thing. We're stuck.
But like, yeah, they just are of the opinion or the mindset that it's like, well, we had kids. Our lives are over. We live for their happiness or whatever it is. And like, I don't know, dude. That's so sad.
There's a lot of them though. You know, people do it because it's the thing to do. They don't even ask themselves, "Do I want this?" And then they end up, 50 years down the road, like,
Yeah, like how do two people decide they want kids? Like if you like two people before marriage, like before they meet, knowing they want kids, like that's awesome. If you have a situation where it's like one always wanted kids and one wasn't sure, and it's just like, fuck, dude, you're really rolling the dice now.
Yeah,
because like that, not sure, like he could be like, all right, this is gonna be cool or whatever. He's a waffler. This guy waffles. He just clearly is waffling his whole life. And you think he's not going to waffle when your kids do?
That should be thought about.
Well, yeah, but how it's like an impossible thing to think about. Like you can have kids, you can have dogs, you can have any pet in the world. It doesn't prepare you for kids, right?
No.
Right? So
people who say that too, like get a dog.
There's so many jobs in the world that there's no training. There's no training for president. You just are the president one day. That's what parenting is. There's no like there's people that can tell you what's what.
Drifting. They can do sim presidencies. Really? Simulation presidencies, yeah, probably. Just drone strikes, right? It's basically a button for the blood of innocent brown children, right? There's like a button. I think there's probably a button, Mike. I don't think it's that common. There are other jobs you could have used, like fucking king crab fishers. You know, those guys, the crabbermen?
Crab? I don't know.
The fucking deadliest catch.
I think just fishermen.
Okay.
Crabbers.
Crabbers
and fishermen? I don't know, dude.
Crabber. Sounds like a slur of some kind.
Crabber does kind of sound like
fucking crabbers.
Fucking crabber.
But yeah, the presidency should be easy, I think. Yeah, who knows? I saw that Russia's like Ukraine sent long-range missiles to Russia for the first time like yesterday that was provided by the U.S. So that's tight.
When you say they sent them, like shot them. Okay, cool.
Yeah, they used them to attack. Yeah, they weren't like, here you go.
Please stop attacking us.
America gave us these. We're going to give them to y'all. Be cool. Hey, Putin, be cool.
Dude, I kind of like that.
Putin, be cool about this. Like a bartering system.
See, we're done with them. Here's the things they gave us. We're on your side now. Don't bomb us anymore.
We were thinking about a soccer match, but we just thought we should trade some stuff.
I'm so ignorant. These does he probably land. I don't know what's going on over there.
I have no clue. I literally, like, you'll see it on, that's another thing too, you'll see it on like a hip-hop news page, you know? It's like everything's mixed together because of the internet, where it's like it would just be news and then there would be like hip-hop stuff, you know? Now it's like everything's mixed.
Oh yeah, dude.
You know?
The internet, while awesome, the internet sucks now. Like in the 2010s, I swear to God, I could see like a random video on like, you know, Tosh.0 ridiculousness, one of those YouTube videos or whatever that would just, you'd be able to like put in a description of the video and fucking find it. I feel like today, dude, you can find a video, you're never going to find it again.
Yeah.
Almost guarantee it. Like, you just can't, like, put in the right, there's just too much shit.
There's so much.
Like, I don't know, a fucking mountain goat jumps up on a beach ball and balances or some shit. Like, you see that shit and it's just gone. You'll never, you can Google it till fucking.
You know the game Diablo?
Yeah.
You know Elon Musk is top 20 in the world?
In the game?
Yes.
It's like well, I don't really know how Diablo. I thought it was like a single or like a group based game that like you just killed stuff in dungeons or something.
Yeah, but you do like time runs and shit and clear dungeons and shit in certain times with certain difficulties. He's like top 20 in the world.
That's weird.
And it like, I know I ride the guy's dick constantly. My thing is I'm constantly glazing Elon. How do you have the time? It does make sense that his brain, and he's like such a nerd about it too. He's like, I can tell how much sleep I've gotten by how good I'm. You know, it's like a test to see how good my brain's working that day and how quickly I can clear these monsters from the hell.
So personally, I'm so over hearing anything about that guy, but like
sure.
that actually humanizes him a little bit for me.
Yeah,
like, that's kind of cool.
He streams himself playing sometimes. He'll be, dude, it's hilarious.
That's not as cool anymore.
Well, right.
Well, he's so look at me, dude.
Yeah,
it's just like. I don't know, man. Did he have a glow up? Was he like way uglier once, and like he got a hair transplant?
Yeah,
now it's just like,
and you're poor, and now you're rich. Yeah,
all right.
so
I mean
now
that's
he's just
fine,
thin.
I guess. I'm not.
It's
kinda...
just funny. He's streaming him playing Diablo, and he's just talking about like artificial general intelligence. You know, he's like, yeah, AGI by 2026, and it's like as he's running through these like dungeons. You know,
Yeah.
pretty weird.
And then his kid's name that hurt me a little bit. AEX12.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck
You can
his
see the
name
kid
is.
running around some of the streams. And then how about that they created a department in the government based off a meme?
Oh, Space Force?
Doge.
Oh, I did see a tiny bit
Department
of
of
that.
Government Efficiency.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't actually know what's going on with that.
Yeah, they created an actual governmental arm, basically. I think not an arm, but a department of the government based on cutting spending and minimizing things that aren't in use. But it's based off of Doge, a meme coin.
I don't know how the internet works. Are we a meme now? Like, is our country a meme?
Everything's a meme, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what a meme is? It's just
No.
like a picture.
It's just like an unserious picture with words attached that's supposed to be clever, but like
Yep.
since everyone in the world
So you
can
do
make
know.
them, they're not, because the problem is only like 1% of the world is actually creative and good at stuff and like should be like whatever. It's not important.
Yeah.
Important.
So yeah, those are memes, and now the government is creating departments due to them. So it's a weird world we live in, and the internet sucks now.
Oh my god, dude! Did you guys talk about the fight on that last episode? 'Cause we
I don't
have
think
to.
so.
So like, did you watch it?
I did.
The Tyson Jake Paul fight.
Yeah, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul.
How many times did it freeze on you?
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
The buffering was a big issue.
I get like I guess the world was probably trying to
60
watch
million,
that or
yeah.
whatever. Oh fuck, that's a fair amount.
Yeah, Netflix was like, God damn.
There's some memes because Netflix has a couple of the NFL Christmas games coming up or whatever. I think one of ours is them, and so that I don't know. People had some. It's gonna be stuttering. or whatever. People don't watch football like they watch fucking.
Not like that.
Yeah, dude. I think that's something different.
Yes, and I
But-
think that was a good test, right? A good beta test for the football games.
Dude, it was such a crazy fucking like. It was Cedric the Entertainer was one of the people like
Yeah, yeah.
calling the fights.
Yeah.
And like he just kept saying the same fucking things
Yeah,
over and
he had
over again.
nothing.
He was like, "Oh, I don't like his legs." I swear he said, "I don't like his
Yeah,
legs." Like
He had me not
15,
liking the
20
legs.
times, dude. I was like,
I'm like, Cedric, I don't fucking like
God
the legs,
damn
dude.
it, dude! Like, what do we do? And then it was Rosie Perez next to him. I forget the third person. I think it was some.
Did you watch the
actual-
girls fight?
Yeah,
That was a great fight.
That was fun.
That was great.
Mm-hmm.
Big, a giant gash.
Yeah.
Not the pussy. But, yeah.
Though the one girl headbutted
I
the other
know.
girl, like,
well, you know what's funny about that too? Like the other girl leads with her head for sure.
Mhm.
It's her fighting style. You
Sure,
can call
okay.
that dirty.
Fine.
You know, I get it. It's just funny that like it's a funny dynamic for the other girl who clearly fought a good fight. They both were banging. You know, it was a good fight. The other girl led with her head a lot, and I think that cut the girl open and helped her win.
right.
But it's just funny that she had a giant win on Netflix, and people are like, "Boo!" and then they go over to the trainer of the girl with the cut, and he's like, "Yeah, all she does is headbutt. The last girl she headbutted,
That's
the
right.
first cut she ever got was because of this girl. And this girl just had the biggest like win of her life, And they're just like, "Yeah, fuck her. She's a cheater. She sucks." The whole crowd's like, "Boo! Fuck you!"
Oh my god, dude.
You
It's such
know.
a different world. I feel like it's like that point you made when you were watching a football game earlier in the year and they were bringing up one of the players' fucking allegations or whatever the
Yes,
fuck,
dude,
and it wasn't like
Bro,
they weren't like evenly dispersing the shit. It was just like
crazy.
yeah, dude. That's
Yeah, they're like Mark Stevenson. He went to Loyola, right? And then they're like, Jacob Jamison. Yeah, he just beat his girlfriend senselessly in an elevator. It's like, what the fuck? It's what I'm saying. It came so jarring.
It's not
It came
fair.
out of nowhere. It was just like, what are we? Was that
the
necessary?
world is just so stupid now.
Did you watch the Aaron Hernandez doc?
the documentary? Yes, the Netflix documentary.
think
I
we
watched
talked about
that. I
this.
didn't watch the. They had a show though that was like a
A recreation
drama. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
did
yeah.
they?
Yeah.
They do that with all of them now, doc and the drama.
Yeah, yeah.
They
I
just did it
saw they
with the
did the
Menendez.
Menendez. Yeah, I haven't seen any of those.
Neither. I did the doc.
You did the doc.
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, it's just so crazy. They slow. You know what happens basically. We talked about
Basically,
it.
yeah.
But so I didn't want to spoil anything, but they slow play. They slow play the abuse because the headshots with the shotgun they talk about immediately because it's about that trial. But you're like halfway through the doc, and then one of the kids is just like, yeah, we were brutally raped by our fight. This is like getting butt fucked by their dad, and you're just like, holy shit! Like, why
Jeez.
didn't you guys start with that? It's just like it came so late in the documentary. It was jarring.
Interesting. That is kind of weird to put. Well, I guess you can't put it. I don't know.
I know.
I
I
don't know.
agree. I
That's
agree.
weird.
I agree. I don't know how you slow play
Netflix is weird with their documentaries, dude. Like, they do this stupid thing where it could be 45 minutes to an hour, and they do 3 episodes.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah.
God damn it, man! I can tell what filler is. Like,
Yep.
it's not.
Yeah.
I've been watching TV my
That's
whole
a good point.
fucking life.
It's patronizing.
It's stupid
because we can tell you're
but
stretching.
a lot of people probably can't, and
No,
are just
yeah.
like, oh, story. Or
The
more
longer the
I don't-
better.
yeah, I don't know. Like,
But I agree with you. You can kind of tell when it's stretched. You're
like,
like,
there's certain things that we don't need. Like,
Yeah.
come on. Making a Murderer didn't need to be 10 episodes, dude.
No.
What the fuck?
no.
But it was great. The world watched it.
And I like that too when the world watches.
And that doesn't happen a lot. Like,
No.
I can't even really. Chernobyl, maybe? Like, what was the last thing I feel like everyone was actually
Game of
Squid
Thrones.
Games? See, yeah, I guess like that was the last real
That was
one.
the last big real
like
one.
real one.
Oh, well, yeah, there's been some.
There have been some little ones, I
Yeah.
feel like, but nothing like
Nothing like it used to
That.
be. Squid Games, probably.
Squid Games. I feel like so
And then
that
the blind one with Sandra Bullock, that movie sucked dick.
Bird Box.
God, that movie sucked dick.
So yeah. I mean, it's just dumb. There was another movie. One of the guys in The Office wrote, John Krasinski. Quiet Place. Heard
I
of
don't
this?
think I watched it. I heard of it.
It's just a
I
movie.
don't remember what I heard.
It's a movie about monsters that hunt by sound.
Is
right?
it good or bad? Terrible, right?
I mean, look, if you watch,
I feel like I can't remember what I heard.
First
is my
time
point.
you watch it, it's kind of cool because like one of their
You're trying to
kids,
figure it
one of their
out.
kids gets killed in it, and
Yeah.
so like they go for it there. I'm like, okay, cool.
I love seeing someone go for it.
Later in the movie, though, they get the woman pregnant or whatever.
Not
and,
they?
Well, no, I'm sorry, the husband.
Which kind of scene was that? That's what I will have to watch.
started
All right,
by
I'll
saying-
watch it. Mike,
Yeah,
Mike, you're
got
trying
it.
to sell me? You sold me.
The couple gets pregnant. They have a kid, but like they know sound attracts these things, right? What are we doing? That wouldn't be like one of the first fucking thing. First of all, why are you fucking? The world's over.
No.
I know.
Why are
like,
you
okay, I don't
procreating?
really mean that.
Yeah.
But like
Why are you procreating?
They're stuck with their kids all the fucking time. Like there's not really a time or place for it. And if there
they
was,
already
though,
have kids.
yeah, there was 2 kids.
Ah.
They call. Oh no, I'm okay. There is 2 kids. I was also mixing Bird Box with 2 kids because I was about to say they're called boy and girl, but no, they have names. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, the kid fucking, and it's just dumb. Like every aspect of having a kid is noise, right?
Yeah.
Having the kid, like all of it. Like it's just the whole movie was just dumb, and because that's what it was based off of.
Yeah.
Like so for me, like yeah, dumb fucking movie. If you watch it though the first time and don't think about it, kind of cool. Like in a
Don't
way,
think about it.
yeah. Like I said, they kill a kid. Like that's
You
kinda
watch any
fun.
of the Penguins?
No, but I heard it's great.
That's what I keep hearing.
But, like,
I watched the first episode.
Can
It's
we
pretty
like
good.
break down what this is for a second? Like it's a show, right, about a Batman
It's
villain.
It's
that
Sopranos.
we haven't
with
done
Batman.
the Penguin since Danny DeVito in like 1990, 91.
That was great, by the way.
Yeah, I only watched it as a child, but I loved
This is
it.
Colin Farrell.
And he's like older. He's got prosthetics
Fat
on. Like he's
suit.
so like.
It looks nothing like
But
Colin
like
Farrell.
it's just a crazy concept. Someone in a pitch room was like, "All right, Batman, but no Batman, Penguin."
Yeah.
And then you just continue the pitch, like,
yeah.
or is Batman in it? I'm assuming Batman's not in it. I think it's one of these things
They
where it's
talk
like,
about Batman. I
sure.
know. I watched
bet
only the
he's
first
not in it.
episode, and I kind of didn't finish it. Really, I was like, I half watched it, but it was good. Yeah, I'll watch it.
yeah,
It looks like something I'll watch. But yeah, I've seen a lot of Batman. It's okay that Batman's not in it.
oh, absolutely. I don't want Batman to be in
yeah,
it.
yeah. But also, right? I don't know. I like spinoffs.
I just think it's like it's just a weird thing.
A
And
weird
then
thing
for
to
like
pitch.
the reaction has all been positive. I have not heard one person be like, "This
Yeah.
shit sucks." Like
Exactly.
everyone is giving
People
it
are-
praise and
Yeah.
some variety. It's just
I
like,
also want to watch I went to watch Shogun, but I don't have Hulu.
okay.
Because I did want to check it out.
I'll give you my password and shit. It's
Yeah.
just, but I have commercials because I'm a cheap bitch. I was gonna
Right.
say that when you guys were talking last
that you're a
week.
cheap bitch.
Well, because you guys were like
Dragging people
about,
with commercials.
with commercials on YouTube or whatever the fuck it was.
Not
I was
just
like,
like, they were
I
poor.
got commercials on all my shit, and
Yeah.
I don't have any shit but Hulu and that's it. So, but yeah,
But I have commercials.
I'm
I'm
a
gonna go
poor
ahead
little
and say
bitch.
it.
So it's like
Give me your password. I'll go ahead and order some movies.
Or you know what? No, I'm proud. I'm proud of my commercials because you know what? I can tune them out. Like, I
Yeah.
really can. It's funny. I'll be watching with my mom or something, and like she'll be laughing at a commercial, and I'll either be looking at my phone or just I don't know thinking about something.
Yeah.
And she'll like ask me about something, like oh, I'm just like I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah.
I've got it trained to where like as soon as the show ends and it's something else,
That's the way to do it.
I don't
Commercials
know.
kind of make me sick.
No, I'm not buying anything. So like,
Right?
what
Yeah,
do
you're not selling to me.
I don't need Ozempic, and that's pretty much all Hulu wants to sell people for whatever
Yeah.
reason.
Probably
Yeah.
some big money in it, you know.
I mean, maybe.
Well, hey, thanks for coming and talking, dude.
Hey, man, I was gonna be here anyway, so
I love you.
I love you too.
Good.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool, man. Thanks. Subscribe, like, comment. If you liked the episode, comment, let us know. If you hated the episode, comment, let us know.
And help us find some guests. Otherwise, we're gonna have to keep doing this shit.
Yeah, you don't want to hear us talk to each other, you know? You know anyone who's been in prison for 32 years? Give us a call.
Shit, man. Even if like they've been in for 1 year, that's cool.
Yeah, anyone interesting, honestly. It don't have to be prison related. Do it for Sheila, not us, you know? We'll be here next week. If this doesn't work, I'll kill myself.
Damn.